I was a senior in high school, and as the story goes, there was someone who went to my high school who was older than me, whose father was a producer on that show. And there was an internship program, kind of they called it field experience. And for the second half of your senior year in high school, you could go and work for a few hours several times a week. And I asked if that might be a possibility, because I really was a TV kid, and I thought going downtown and going to the Mike Douglas show might be fantastic. And I was told that people had tried to do that, but they weren't accepting interns, and that was that. But I ended up, I should say, I never stopped asking. And I went down there for an interview, and they were lovely, and they agreed. And so for the second half of my senior year in high school, I went down there a few times a week. I took the bus downtown, and it was everything. And I made good friends, and they are truly responsible in a big way as to everything else that unfolded in my career. My big responsibility before computers, they had file cabinets with files of every person in the world that you can imagine. And we would add to those, but I remember the first thing they said to me was to go through and pull out all the files of the people who had died. That was me. And I did it happily. I did anything and everything they asked. I just thought being in that building and being able to interact with those people who were so lovely was a dream come true.
So did that sort of pique your interest in having a career in television?
It didn't pique it, it defined it. It made it possible, even though I didn't really think it was possible because it was still Philadelphia. But there were so few shows like that, and everybody came to that town to do that show. And I specifically remember I was a huge Robert De Niro fan. I had seen Mean Streets with my brother, and I thought he was just the most remarkable actor. And it was back then that the movie New York, New York came out. And they had co-hosts on that show, and Liza Minnelli came on, and Robert De Niro showed up. And he wasn't going to be on the show, but he was sort of in the audience watching. And I just remember that feeling like, I'm in the same room as this remarkable actor. There are so many other people that came on that show during my time there, but it made the dream a little bit of a reality. But I never thought that reality would continue.